Hey folks, welcome to Thursday's Market SITREP here at TGO, Top Gun Options. I'm Wiz, Matthew Buckley, and it's times like this, guys, where you really just kind of sit here and wonder what's going on in our republic. First of all, this massive story, one of the most senior officials in the Trump administration, anonymous, of course. I'm a member of the resistance, and there's a word for that. It's called treason. There used to be a penalty for that, death. This is insane, folks. Not only is this blowing up in the White House, this piece of shit, Cory Booker, the senator from New Jersey, knowingly released confidential Brett Kavanaugh docs. I am knowingly violating the rules, and I know I can get booted from the Senate. Then boot his ass. When are we going to see the rule of law restored in this country? This is absolute anarchy, and the president is getting ready to blow the doors off of this, folks. The president knows everything, okay? I've briefed my members on a buddy I know. I'm not going to say an anonymous source, but I can't tell you. A deputy attorney general, who's a buddy of mine, says, Wiz, it is so bad. It's so bad on the other side that if we started investigating, it will be the end. People like you will go absolutely apeshit. So Jeff Sessions is kind of being a punching bag because he knows how bad it is. And the president, if you've seen what he's been doing to Jeff Sessions lately, poking him and prodding him like, hey man, either you do your job or I'm going to do it. The president knows this stuff, folks. He knows that what the other side did. And it goes all the way up to Barack Hussein Obama. So, folks, this is senators just releasing confidential stuff. A resistance member at the highest level in his cabinet or staff trying to take him down. Are you kidding me, ladies and gentlemen? I weep. Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? We're going to do a free live trade brief here at 1 o'clock, so I gotta get moving here. If you haven't registered yet, you can head to go.topgunoptions.com/brief, and you get registered for the 1 o'clock brief, where we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff here, man. We got to talk about China. We're going to talk about our FXI position in China getting slammed even more. A lot of headlines with China, folks, and they're all not economic. Like this one. China says British warship entered its territorial waters without permission. Well, maybe that's because under Barack Hussein Obama, China extended its borders by 600 miles into the middle of the Pacific as we did nothing. He was busy bowing to the mullahs in Iran and Saudi Arabia and kissing their ass. And the Chinese markets aren't looking too good recently, which is great for us because we have a couple bear call spreads on FXI. We've been printing money as FXI has kind of imploded and headed downhill. So we're going to talk about our we have two FXI bear call spreads on. This one we placed last week. We put on a new FXI trade right here, the 43.5, 44, risking about 55 to potentially make $2,000. And this one is looking really, really nice. So we're going to cover that at 1 o'clock, like I said. Semiconductor shares are kind of pulling us down, but what's really pulling us down? Yesterday was a national embarrassment for Jack Dorsey at Twitter, and she ain't running for president. Sheryl Sandberg anytime soon. This stock sucks. Two of my private coaching clients are up. One's up nearly $15,000 and one's up about $12,500 in 2 days on bearish double verticals on Twitter. I called this, folks. We were one of the only companies out here to predict the Trump election, the market rally, and that the FANGs would implode under their own liberal hubris. It is over for these stocks, folks. Look at that. You want to tell me who's going to jump into Facebook right now? Even the cheerleaders on CNBC are kind of scratching their head. That was a horrific display yesterday in the Senate and the House, and they're going lower. There is no bottom in Twitter. The president is going to leave that platform, and it folds. You heard it here. This time last year, folks, I made this prediction, and the chickens are coming home to roost. So all the folks that watch these videos who at the time laughed at me and poked at me for saying Facebook, Twitter, Apple, these limousine tech stocks would implode, do me a favor and let me know how you're feeling now. I said get out of all of those FANGs except Amazon, and Amazon really ain't a FANG. I said, dump all those limousine liberal tech stocks, get into Amazon. If you had listened to me, Amazon's up about 110% since that time. All these other ones are negative. I think Apple might be flat. So again, for all the folks who decided to come out of the woodwork back then and mock another one of my career calls here at TGO, how you guys feeling now? Tell me how your Facebook, Twitter trades are looking. I'd love to know. WTI tumbles on inventory and demand disappointments. Banks are kind of lowering their 2019 projections, so that's kind of helping our ExxonMobil trade. We have some short calls at 80.5. We also have a bear call spread. Big gap up yesterday for a bunch of reasons, but we're going to give half that back, and we're going to get ExxonMobil's going lower. So holding our trades in ExxonMobil. But folks, democracy dies in the darkness, right? And this dude lied. I've been shadow banned. I've lost 400 followers overnight, not because I posted pictures of my son's hockey tournament, okay? They banned conservative voices. And we're in uncharted territory. In the old days, Democrats, free speech and everything like that. Republicans, get out of business, let the market decide. Now the shoe's on the other hand, so to speak. And Republicans are like saying, hey, we need to regulate these people. And to tip my hat to the Democrats, some of them yesterday were actually pretty damn concerned about this. And we all should be. Google can make or break your life. My company, search results, they can destroy you. And when you have that type of power in America, we don't like it. That's when antitrust, that's when people start to sit up and take notice. I'd love for somebody to come out with a conservative Facebook or Twitter and all that stuff and put these people out of business. Okay, because it's awful. Earlier in the week, on Tuesday, since we were off on Monday, I said, hey, man, I'd look to get long volatility here. I thought for a half a second about maybe shorting volatility, and then I smacked myself in the face and said, you know what? Absolutely not. We need to be getting long volatility because we're going to see a significant pullback. This was right here. I said, it feels like we should get short here, but I'm not going to. If anything, I think we're going to go higher. I actually pointed back to this spike in the VIX when we went down and then ripped higher. I said, you know what, we might see a repeat of this, and we nailed that one. So really, really good. Got a couple emails and texts from some of my coaching clients who did get long volatility in some of our one-on-one sessions last week and are looking great, and got short Facebook and Twitter. Folks, if you're currently a member, guys, make sure head to go.topgunoptions.com/club. If you want to be in the Commanding Officers Club, that's one-on-one. We talk almost daily. That's great. That's a little, obviously, a bit more of an investment. This one's right down the fairway for a lot of folks. This is about an hour a month, so 2 30-minute sessions and some good stuff. So, and it's about $10,000 cheaper than the private coaching. It's called Commanding Officers Club. This is called Commodore's Club. Okay, so all you have to do is head to go.topgunoptions.com/club, or just shoot us an email, support@topgunoptions.com, and Susie can set up a phone call between us because we're doing, my private folks are doing phenomenally. And we talk, since it is more one-on-one, we talk more about individual type of trading and styles and stuff like that, and I think would be worthwhile. So at least look into it, folks, because we're having a blast. Like I said, I'm texting, and we do some good work. But we predicted this, guys, and I couldn't be happier. Am I sad that a stock's going down and people are losing money? Yeah, or not sad. I'm happy. If you didn't know this was going to happen to them, you're an idiot. And you ignored all the warning signs, from the freak show lady that disabled Trump's Twitter account last year, to shadow banning, to Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter himself, 3-4 months ago, retweeted an article on how we need a second revolution in this country. That dude, the CEO of Twitter, retweeted an article that said, you know what, it's time for another revolution to get rid of all these people in power. Seriously, man? One side doesn't know what bathroom to use, and the other side has a well-regulated militia in their closet. Bring it. All right, guys, I got to get running. I'll see you at 1 o'clock. If you want to join us for free at 1 o'clock, head to go.topgunoptions.com/brief, and we're going to have a great time. So have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I'll see you for Friday's market wrap-up.